Hey everyone, welcome to Melody Roots Podcast Radio. I'm Livia. Today we're going to be talking to Russ Stedman. He put Well, That Was Fun together. It's his newest album, a kind of a compilation of some of his older stuff and some of his newer stuff today. So it's more of his favorites from way back when, and now he's got some new stuff that's in there as well. So let's listen to some of that stuff, and we're also going to be talking with him very soon, just around the corner. So make sure you grab your PC, Mac, or your smartphone. We'll be right back.
Live your life.
Well, this sounds fun. The song is called Boy Crazy by Russ Stedman. And let us know what you guys think on Melody Roots Podcast Radio on Facebook. And just take a listen to the whole podcast. Let us know what your favorite song is. Here is Russ Stedman, Boy Crazy. Well, that was fun. That's the name of Russ Stedman's newest album. It's a compilation of some of his older stuff and even some of his newer stuff. And we're going to be talking to him. And on his album cover, his picture doesn't look like they were having that much fun. I'm assuming this is Russ himself, but we're going to find out what happened. Looked like he fell or got beat up or something. So I'm assuming that's where the title to this album came from. But we're going to ask him what the heck happened. All right, we're here with Russ Stedman. Hey, Russ, how's it going today? We're going to be reviewing your album, and this first song is called Boy Crazy. What was that song about? But first of all, why did you name your album Well, That Was Fun? And then you had this picture, like you fell or you got beat up. What the heck happened?
The cover picture is a picture of me after having fallen down face first in the concrete. It was just just a freak accident kind of a thing. Was coming out of a bowling alley, missed a step. This was the middle of the afternoon. I was 100% sober, just missed a step, landed on my face. So that's where the cover picture came from for the cassette. Boy Crazy was a song that was written quite a long time ago. Originally, it was written about 1991 when we were living in a tiny, ridiculous efficiency apartment in the basement of what had been a motel in a previous life, like one of those real 50s kind of drive up to the door kind of motel deals, probably like, something out of Psycho basically. So yeah, anyway, I was working nights at a radio station, and I had afternoons free, and Boy Crazy is just kind of a stream of consciousness nonsense lyric for the most part. It talks about afternoon talk shows and the type of things that you would see on them, your Oprah Winfrey, your Phil Donahue and such. So that song, really doesn't mean a whole lot at all.
Okay, we're listening to a little bit of his bonus track. It's called The Hall. And just to tell you a little bit about Russ is an underground taper. He collaborates with other underground tapers. And this is even before the internet. So that just tells you how much talent he's built up through the years and how long he's been doing this. So he would actually record all of his music, and then he would have to mail it to whoever he was collaborating with. And it's kind of a group of people. They kind of found each other in different magazines, and in that day, that's how you did it before the internet, which I think is just amazing. And he's still doing it. And I'm just curious, what is your main instrument, Russ? What is your favorite instrument to play? Because amongst everything that he has to play the drums, the keyboard, he has to do the vocals, the backup vocals, the guitar, everything. He does all of it. And so what's your main instrument, Russ? And what do you see yourself doing with this in the future? Where is it going? Now that there's the internet, can you still call it the underground taping? I guess maybe everyone that can do music is underground. I don't know. What do you think about that? Let's just take a listen, and then we'll come back with Russ's answers next.
Standing at the back of the hall, wishing there was no one at all. Standing in a large piano room, wishing I was back in my tune. My tune. Standing at the back of the hall, loving in this bright open hall.
mean guitar, Russ, mean. And so, for our questions again here, Russ, what is your main instrument? Is it guitar, or what do you love playing out of all those instruments that you play? And then what is the future of this underground taping? What's it called now? I mean, you have been through a few seasons of this. What is it now, and where are you going? What is your goal for this?
So the home taper scene was something that was going on in the 80s and up into the 90s, and eventually when we got to the point where we could make CDs and then onto the internet, the tape part of it kind of died out at that point. But it was basically people all over the country and all over the world who, like myself, were writing and recording their own music in their homes mostly. And we used to, there were magazines, Sound Choice, Option, Fact Sheet 5. These were all magazines that were around in the 80s and into the 90s. Gajube was another magazine. That was kind of the contact point. Was in touch with a lot of people, and I have actually met some of them at this point. A couple of my favorites I've met over the years. But that was what was going on with the home taper scene. We were recording our own music and trading it in the mail and sending it to these magazines to be reviewed, hopefully. Instrument, I started as a guitar player. That's my instrument pretty much. I can, I can play keyboards a little bit and, play the bass, which is, pretty much any guitar player can play the bass, not too difficult, or at least rudimentary bass, a little bit of drums. I was playing drums for a while, for a couple of years regularly, but guitar has always been my main instrument. As far as where things are going, I guess at this point, I don't know that they're really going anywhere. I think, you were asking about the title of the tape. That was fun. There's a couple of meanings to that title. The first one is obvious, the whole falling down on your face thing, and just the general sarcasm of that's a phrase that I often use to mean exactly the opposite. Well, that was fun, kind of a thing. And kind of also an allusion to, this was kind of like a greatest hits tape. They're all newly recorded versions of songs that go back as far as the late 80s. And, during the making of it, I was kind of contemplating if maybe this might be my last tape or my last solo album. Being in a good band now, that will take all of my creative musical energy to be in a band. Over the years, when I'm in a band, I don't usually do any solo material, but I'm hoping that the band that I'm in now, which is called the Velcro Ultrasound, will last for a long enough time to just fill that part of my life for years to come. We've been at it for about a year and a half now, and things are going great. So, yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Check us out on Melody Roots Podcast Radio on Facebook. Let us know what you think about Russ Stedman's music today. And we've got more questions and answers coming up after this next song. It's called Closure.
This is what you wanted. This is is closure. You should be happy. This is closure. Say goodbye to the mystery. Welcome back to the misery. Good times for a change. Is it really so strange? Disappear now forever. No more time to be clever.
Russ Stedman, everyone. This song was called Closure. I just think is such a cool jazzy, like rock, kind of like R&B. I don't know, bluesy. There you go. Kind of bluesy, jazzy rock. I don't really hear a lot of that. And you do it in your own style, which is what I think is so fun, that independent artists, they just grow into their own style, and you just kind of wonder, how did you get there? You know, what are your influences? And yeah, what are your influences? And also, where can people get your music? I want people to have access to that. And where are you going to be playing? What bands are you playing in? Yeah, Russ, what?
So Closure, that's actually the one song on this tape that's new, that was written while the album was being made. The rest of them are all re-recordings of old songs. But Closure is the only new one on there, and I think that song was a result of me spending time with a piano just more frequently than usual over the past couple of years, and that was one of those songs that amazingly just kind of came right out as far as the music goes. I wrote that over the course of an afternoon musically, so I really like that song too. I think it's one of the better songs I've written in the past whatever number of years. But people can get my music on my website, which is just russstedman.com. russstedman.com. All of my solo albums are on there, starting in 1986 through the present. They're all available for free download. I mean, you can always toss in a couple bucks if you want, but if you don't, I don't really care. I just like people to listen to them. So, I mean, I'm not restricting access to them on the basis of money. Just go ahead and listen to them all. That'd be cool. Hey, this is Russ Stedman, and you're listening to Melody Roots Podcast Radio. Now, aren't you?
Thank you so much to Russ Stedman. Congratulations on Well, That Was Fun. That is the name of his album. Make sure you guys check it out. Spectacular music. amazing, talented man. And so you guys need to support him. Go to his venues, where he plays live. Make sure you are buying his album. He has written many, but he deserves to get supported, you guys. This is good stuff. So, yeah, go to Melody Roots Podcast Radio on Facebook and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. What is your favorite song off from Russ's album? And what do you guys want to hear more of? So, yeah, just let us know what you think. I am Livia. I'm out for now. You'll be hearing some more of Russ's music until the end of this podcast. But I encourage you to come back for more on Melody Roots Podcast Radio. Peace out. Thank you. This last song is called Future Star by Russ Stedman. Thanks, everyone.
She always slept alone beside the telephone, staring up at the sky. Her eyes were shy as a bone. She never dressed too loud and blended into the crowd. Came home early at night and made her mother proud. And she always used to say to me, "You're gonna be a star." We was in her room, and she would read nursery rhymes to a future star. Of a life as a loving wife, kept a jewelry box with a switchblade knife. If she spoke up one day, what would her papa say? When he realized his little girl had gone away. And she always used to say to me, "You're gonna be a star." We was in her room, she would read nursery rhymes to a future star.
Your life.